What up, though? This your boy Mike D, and this is Wrestling from the 313, episode 1. And I know it's a little different. I'm from my car. Actually got to go to work this morning, so I was supposed to did this yesterday, so I'm gonna do it today from my car. And before we get on with the show, just want to let y'all know on July 28th, Northwest Championship Wrestling will be in Berkeley, Michigan for their show Sudden Impact. So come on out, Berkeley, Michigan on 12 Mile Road, nice of Columbus. Come see all the superstars of Northwest Championship Wrestling. Doors open at 6:30. Pre-show starts at 6:45, and the show starts at 7 o'clock. Tickets start at $15. All right, y'all. So let's get into a little bit of wrestling. First off, I want to talk about these world title matches and these the matches at SummerSlam. Um, these are gonna be some very interesting world title matches. First off, I want to get into the Jey Uso Roman Reigns match. Of course, this is for the world title, of course, and then the tribal, the head of, to be the head of the chief or the tribal chief, or as you want to call it. This is going to be a real interesting match because it I pretty much think Roman is going to win this match, but I wouldn't mind a Jey Uso win either. Does Roman really need to keep the belt all the way up until next WrestleMania? I don't think so. I think they could give him a little break. You know what I'm saying? Just give him a little break. I think Jey having the title for like maybe a month or two would be cool for him, especially with all the work he's put in this storyline for the last 3 years. And he's been a main part of this storyline. And I think that a way of rewarding him would be letting him win at SummerSlam. And I think it would be a good pop. Um, it wouldn't hurt Roman, if he lost. I personally would let Jey win, let Roman take maybe, storyline, take maybe like a month or two off, come back in October, November, win the belt again, and then he could continue his story of being the longest reigning champion before he goes on to wrestle Cody at WrestleMania next year. Um, like I said, I still think Roman is going to win this match. But like I said, a Jey Uso upset, I would be with it. And he's put the work in. And I think that also Jey having a belt for maybe like a month or two, um, it could actually help have some new, open up some new challengers for the world title because that's what's really, really, really killing WWE right now. They just don't have no contenders for the world title, if for both world titles. So I would like to see Jey with the belt just for a hot month or two. Let Roman come back and get it, and then continue and start the story with Cody next year. Now, the Finn Balor Seth Rollins match, like this one here, I know everybody wants Seth to win. I want Seth to win, but keep it real, Finn Balor needs this win. Finn Balor needs this win big time, and I'm gonna tell you why he needs this win. You cannot be a leader of a faction and not have a world title or not have a championship. Like everybody in the Judgment Day has something. Like Rhea Ripley is the women's world champion. Dirty Dom, my dog, Dirty Dom, he got the NXT North American Championship. And even Damian Priest, even though he don't have a belt, he still has the Money in the Bank briefcase, which he could cash in at any time and get him a world title, Intercontinental title, US. He could even cash it in for the tag team titles if he wanted. But Finn Balor needs this win. He cannot be the leader of the Judgment Day and not have the world title. Like that's just my opinion. You would never you it would have been crazy to see the NWO Hogan as the leader, but Scott Hall and Kevin Nash as the world champion, or Triple H being the leader of DX and X-Pac is the world champion. Like it, nah. Finn needs this win at SummerSlam. He needs to beat Seth. Seth, it won't hurt him if he lost the title or not. But yeah, Finn Balor needs this win at SummerSlam, and hopefully he gets it. Hopefully he gets it, because if he does it, what does that look for the Judgment Day? So we'll see how that turns out at SummerSlam in a couple of weeks, in less than 2 weeks. So I'm excited to see how that match goes. Now the women's title picture, just overall in WWE. We already know the storyline between Asuka, Charlotte Flair, Bianca Belair. Cool. But we all know that Rhea Ripley has been having her battles with Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan. Um, I just think that WWE just needs to do better at making more contenders for the women's championship, because it seems like, yes, they got the main stories going on, but besides the women on SmackDown, Bianca Belair, Charlotte, Asuka, the Rhea Ripley situation with Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan, and then you got the Becky Lynch, Trish Stratus. What else is going on in women's wrestling? Like for women's wrestling in WWE, pretty much nothing. Not to say it like that, but I just think that they need to do better in making better contenders. And right now, if you just look at their roster, I mean, you still got Bayley, you still got Io Sky. They got their whole thing with Damage Control, which I just think they just need to go ahead and break that up. Make Bayley heel, make Io Sky a baby face, and just let her do her thing. Let Bayley do her thing, establish herself as a champion, and Io Sky can establish herself as a contender for the belt. Um, but other than that, they really don't have nothing going on, and I just think that they need to do better for the women's division, because right now the women's division is just kind of like, besides those three stories that you got, is really nothing going on. And then of course they've been teasing the whole Shotzi and Bayley um, story, so we'll see how that goes, and we'll see what character turn Shotzi takes now that she done shaved her hair. And for people that don't know, she shaved her hair because in real life I think her sister is going through cancer. So hopefully that ends on a positive note, and you know, best wishes to her sister. So another thing that has been interesting to me that I've been watching on SmackDown the last 2 weeks is this Street Profits talking to Bobby Lashley, Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams talking to Bobby Lashley. If this is supposed to be the new Street Profits, or whatever name they give this faction, I'm with it. First of all, we don't even know if it's going to be a faction, but if it is, I'm with it. I think that the Street Profits need kind of like a different little twist to their character. I think adding Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams will be good too, because Bobby Lashley is not really a guy on the mic that's going to like have you all like ooh and ah, you know what I'm saying? So you got two guys. Actually, you got maybe 3 or 4 guys if you put this group together that could get on the mic and actually do good. You know what I'm saying? You got Carmelo Hayes, who's good on the mic. Trick Williams is good on the mic. Montez Ford is good on the mic, as we all know. And Angelo Dawkins is also good on the mic too. So I think that they would be straight. You know what I'm saying? Bobby Lashley wouldn't have to have the mic all the time if he's going to be the leader. You got other guys that can talk and kind of help him, because he's kind of like, he's all right. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the next couple of weeks. If this turns out to be a faction, which I think it is, it's just telling the story. And I just wish that the original Hurt Business would have had a longer time, because it would have been dope to see them if they were still together going up against the Bloodline at like Survivor Series when they did the War Games match. So um, we'll see what happens in these next couple of weeks if anything does happen with Bobby Lashley, Street Profits, Trick Williams, Carmelo Hayes. Um, if it turns out to be a faction, I'm with it. So I'm gonna get to a couple AEW topics. One of those topics being the MJF and Adam Cole situation. Like this storyline is so funny. It's like we already know what's gonna happen. MJF is about to turn on this dude, and he's about to whoop his ass. Like we know that's about to happen. They are not about to beat FTR. I would be surprised if they beat FTR. Um, FTR right now is one of the best tag teams in wrestling. In wrestling right now, whether they got 2, 3, 4 belts, I think that they bring that old school style of tag team wrestling. So that's what I like about them. But this Adam Cole MJF team is funny. I would like to see them as the tag team champions, but they're not beating FTR. FTR will beat them. MJF will get upset. He'll turn on Adam Cole, and that's gonna turn this whole thing into a title match. Hopefully at a pay-per-view. Hopefully at what's coming up, All In, All Out, uh, one of those pay-per-views. So um, I'm looking forward to seeing where this storyline goes. I wouldn't mind seeing Adam Cole win. Like MJF, his title run has been, I'm not gonna say lukewarm, but it's been okay. So um, maybe this is the beginning of Adam Cole's run as the champion. Maybe this is the start this whole storyline. So we'll see how that goes. Another thing that I've been interested in AEW is the Jungle Boy heel turn. I like the Jungle Boy heel turn. I think it was time. I still like the whole the Tarzan Boy song that he had, but it was time for him to make that change. Especially he wasn't with Luchasaurus anymore, who all of a sudden now looking like Great Value Kane. Um, it's like that red and black, man. Like go back to your old outfit. You looking like Kane. You looking like a low budget Kane right now. But I like the heel turn. I also like that he's the new FTR champion. I was surprised they made that move, letting Hook take his first L. But it's all part of the story, and eventually he had to take it against somebody. So um, it's gonna be interesting to see where their story goes. And I think that we could see a long run from Jungle Boy as the FTR champion. I wouldn't be surprised if Hook took maybe 1 or 2 more losses in this story. So gonna see what goes down, and I'm excited. You know what I'm saying, to see what AEW has planned for them, especially going into their next pay-per-view, All In and All Out. So that's just my thoughts on that. And another thing that I want to talk about right now that a lot of people aren't talking about, Willow Nightingale. Willow Nightingale right now is on the rise. Like what she's been doing in these last couple of months, winning the New Japan Women's Championship. She won the Owen Hart tournament. She put on a hell of a match with Athena at the Ring of Honor pay-per-view. Was that last week? So she's on the rise. Like we a few the past couple years, you know, everybody in AEW's been talking about Jade Cargill and her undefeated streak. Willow Nightingale is about to be a star, and she's doing big things, and eventually she's got to get one of those titles. She's got to get the Ring of Honor championship, or she's got to get the AEW championship. I just think that it's time. She's putting in the work. The fans love her. I'm pretty sure the backstage agents love her. The wrestlers love her. She just seemed like she's working hard, trying to get to the top and trying to be #1 in that AEW and Ring of Honor women's division. Um, that's all I got right now for this first episode. Had to do a lot. Had to do it from the car. Ready for big things with this podcast. I'm excited when to do episode 2. I will have guests on this show. This was just something to just get episode here to get things started, just to talk a little bit about wrestling. So like I said, if you're on the internet, follow me. You see down there on the ticker. Follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to YouTube. I'll try to do a video once a week. Haven't made a schedule yet, but I'm definitely going to be back talking to you all about wrestling. And we'll definitely have some guests for y'all so you can hear different feedbacks and opinions. So this is it. The first episode is under the books. I am happy. I am blessed. I hope to see you all again, and holler at you soon. Peace.